In this video, we are going to walk through the new Enhanced Enterprise Reports feature that we have made available. Let me start off by saying that this video should be used for training purposes only, that no real students or data are being shown, as we are in a sandbox server full of fake students, fake information, so any likeness to any real person is purely coincidental. One of the most requested items that we've had with our enterprise reports, and we are a very big fan of enterprise reports inside of PowerSchool, is that people would like to be able to run an enterprise report for a selected group of students. So we know in PowerSchool reports or enterprise reports, there is the feature to set a current selection. You can run the enterprise report, filter down to get a group of students, set the section, and it moves it to the front page. What we want to be able to do is set a current student selection and push this over into an enterprise reports. And we have been able to make this happen with a handshake of a customization and some compatibility built into our enterprise reports. So let me show you what you would need to set up in order to be able to run this new enhanced enterprise report current selection module. So the first thing you'll need to do is come to our Alabama PowerSchool Object Reports site or spreadsheet, and you'll need to be on the Plugins and Power Queries tab. On this tab, on currently line number 4, but as more of these build out, it'll shift down, you want to find the ALSDE Enterprise Reports by Selection row. You will notice it says this plugins creates a way to run an enterprise report for a pre-selected group of students made in your current selection. It actually adds a function for this to the group functions drop-down menu. So here is the link to get the actual zip file that you will need to install in plugin configuration and enable. And if you need directions on how to install a plugin, we do provide those here as well. So I'm just going to come back over into the SIS, and I'm going to pop into the plugin configuration page so that you can see. We love that quick search. That once you install that plugin, you will have a new, right here, ALSDE Enterprise Reports by Selection plugin that you will need to enable. Once you get that enabled, you will need to ensure that you have enterprise reports that are installed that have been marked to be compatible with this new enterprise reports by selection, or what we're going to call enhanced enterprise reports feature. So if I pop over to the tab that says enterprise reports, I have one that I've published currently that is the CTE credential data. So we all have the original CTE credential data. If you update that report in Apex, and again, we have directions for how to import that, but most everyone is very familiar with how to update these in Apex since we use so many of them. You'll look for this little, I'll put a red asterisk to let you know that it has been made compatible with the enhanced enterprise reports. This will add this to a new page in PowerSchool that will be accessed from that group functions menu. Just putting this disclaimer out there, we do have to rebuild each of these reports to add what I'm going to call the hook into these from that customization. So as we go through and start rebuilding out all of these reports to make them compatible with the enhanced enterprise reports, you'll see me updating them in the weekly newsletter, and you will see that they are marked on this screen for that compatibility. So you'll install it in Apex just as you would any other enterprise report, and it still runs in the native enterprise reports and in the enhanced part. So once you get this installed, what you will do to make this work is go to your start page and make your current selection of students. So I here have just selected by hand 5 students. I'll put this disclaimer as well, as right now, and we know that there's some limitations inside of Apex, 100 students at a time you will want in your current selection for this. That is what the max is. So you cannot select more than 100 students when you're running this. So once I have my students selected, I'm going to click in the group functions drop-down menu, and with that customization, we have a new area called Enhanced Enterprise Reports Report Menu. So you will click on that, and it will take you to a new page, landing page of the enterprise reports. Now, the good thing is when you update that enterprise report that we have made compatible on the original enterprise report screen, it's going to add it to this page here automatically. And that's what you want to do, is keep doing everything from the normal enterprise reports page and only use this when you go to run through the current selection. So right now you'll see that I have 2 reports that we have built out. So I'm going to run this CTE credential data report on that selected group of 5 students. So when you see this selected group of 5 students right here, you will see the data that you have requested. You'll also see at the top a header that says that this report is being ran for students selected from the PowerSchool SIS homepage. Now, if you needed to swap from this, what I call very filtered down view, and need to go back to the overall report in general at the school or district level, there's a reset button here at the top that if you click the reset button, will flip you back to the entire view and not the student selector view of this report. And so you see now we have our graphs back, and you see that we have all students in the school's data back. So we are working now on building out and reformatting all of our enterprise reports in the spreadsheet to be able to be used with this enhanced enterprise report view. So stay tuned to the newsletter, or as I always tell people, you can always come here and then I always have to remember it's under tools. Go to notification settings. You can edit notifications and get notifications anytime I make updates to this so that you don't have to wait on the newsletter. You can get an email that says, hey, Stacy has made some updates, and come see what our latest updates are. So hope this helps and you enjoy this new functionality.